John in Seattle, Washington writes to me, Paul, you often start with speakers first in your advice. But wouldn't it make sense for music lovers to start with the source so they don't hear the flaws until later? It's a classic argument, and I don't know if I'm in the minority or the majority, but let's be very clear. My feelings that you start with speakers first is a philosophy of system building that a certain group adheres to, and there's a very distinct other group that adheres to the opposite, the source group, right? I think I'm right, but how many of us don't believe our opinions are correct, right? Or our beliefs. We all believe that our beliefs, oh, that sounds funny, are correct. So here's my, and I'm not going to tell you which is right for you, but so here's my thoughts on the matter. The loudspeakers are the most error-prone pieces in the system. They are the ones that have the greatest personality, if you will. Speakers vary all over the map. They go from big to small. They go from plus or minus 2 dB at the best to plus or minus 5 or 6 dB. That's huge. These are giant swings, phase differences, how they interact with the room, baffle step. I mean, on and on and on. They are the ones, it's like, it's like trying to pick a girlfriend, right? I mean, if you're just picking faces, it's all over the map. This one is appealing to me, this one isn't so appealing to me. And they are very different, right? So that's sort of my thought process. Find a speaker, because they are so variable, because they require you to actually want that performance in your home. That is why I think loudspeakers are the first step. That's the first thing you should get right, and something to match what you want. Source guys will tell you, well, wait a minute, none of that really matters, because if you can't get it off the source, or you get it off the source in a poor manner, then everything else down the chain doesn't matter. And there is wisdom in that, for sure. The argument that I'm going to give you, though, is this. Source equipment is far, far more precise, accurate than a speaker will ever consider being. So the parts of the source that aren't great in some products, like if you buy a cheap CD player or a DAC, that makes a big difference, but not as much as the speaker. So, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, let's be clear, you need it all, because a great pair of speakers playing crappy sources isn't going to sound as good. Those speakers are just going to reveal what you're already getting out of there. So it's a tough one. But I stand by the speakers. Now, the easiest thing is one of the reasons we made Aspens, because they just pretty much work for anybody that hooks them up. They're easy to set up, and you don't have to worry about it. And that's a pretty good reason to start with a pair of Aspens. So, all right. Thanks.